Hey, welcome to another episode of the Evolved Dad Shortcast. So, we're coming up to the point of the year where on social media you start seeing all these different flashy ads and comments, posts, threads across all platforms where people are going to start reminding you it's almost the end of the year. Get ready for the end of the year. What have you done this year? All along those lines. You're going to see programs starting to pop up, accountability, as well as all sorts of growth opportunities. On the flip side, you're also going to see towards the end of the year where they're going to have all these new things coming into play. Start off the new year right. Start with us on January 1st. Let's stop. Stop for a minute. Take it back. Let's understand, what are we even looking at here? Is it something that you should be entertaining, or is this totally the wrong way to go? So let's start with all of this end of year hype. I happen to like the end of year hype. I like it a lot. I don't like the beginning of the year hype. Let me explain. If we take a look at life, life is a collection of seasons, literally and figuratively. We go through all the regular seasons. We change our clothing. We change how we act. We change the vacations that we take. We change how much time we spend outside. And there's different parts of our life. Let's go back to our life. What are our seasons? A season in life may be going through a difficult time. A season in life may be when you're making a lot of money. It ebbs and flows. You're going to have your ups and downs throughout life. Those are going to be your different seasons. Now, we've broken down life into this concept of years. How many years does a person live? And if we look at years and we keep that as a way of looking at life, we have a tremendous amount of opportunity. While on the same hand, it's extremely overwhelming, right? If you look ahead and you try to plan out a year's worth of growth, or whatever it may be, it's hard to take into account anytime that you may get sick, your wife may get sick, your kids may get sick, any other wrench that gets thrown into your daily plans. So how can we look at a year and really get excited? How can we look at a year and not get overwhelmed? It's a lot. Most of us have a hard time even trying to get through the day. What do we do? That's why I like the end of year plans. Let me explain. When we look at a year, when we look at a day, let's pull it all the way back. Let's go down to the day. If I asked you, do you have time in your day? It's a good chance that your answer is going to be, no, not really. I mean, I have time that I crash on the couch, or I may have 20 minutes in the morning. You don't necessarily have the time. However, if I asked you, are you going to read a bedtime story to your child tonight? If I asked you, are you going to work out a little bit today? There's two ways that you can look at it now. You can look at it from the perspective of, I just told you I don't have time. Or you can look at it from the perspective, I have a goal. I'm going to find those few minutes to be able to make it work out. It's a little bit of a perspective shift, but it makes all the difference. So when you come and show up with a plan of a goal, where you want to get to, I'm not talking about setting up an entire year. We're back to the idea of just a day. But you come in and you say, today I'm going to spend 2 minutes reading my child a story before he goes to bed. Today I'm going to sit down with my daughter and review something that she has for homework. Today I'm going to spend a minute or two just talking with my wife about how her day was. All of a sudden, it becomes more than just digestible. It becomes something that I can do. Why? Because it's something that means a lot to me. It's something that I want to grow with. Do I have time during the day? No. How am I going to make this happen? I don't know, but it's going to happen. That's the difference. That's why I like end of year goals or pushing for that last little bit. It's like the end of a marathon or a race. Somehow you put that last little effort in, you speed up at the end just to win. You didn't have any energy left. How's that possible? Because you have that little bit left of, I want to get to that finish line first. I want to go jump into the pool first. I want to get into the water first, whatever it may be. You somehow find that little bit of energy. And especially when it comes to finishing off of the year, or maybe we didn't have the best year. It wasn't the year that we really wanted to have. And we look forward towards the end of the year or continuing in life, forgetting about the year. Just, I don't have time. What am I supposed to do? That's where it gets to be difficult. But if you stop and you choose something to focus on, you say, I'm going to now become a more present father. I'm going to put away my phone for just 5 minutes a day and spend quality time with my kids. Just 5 minutes. My phone's going away. It's not going to be on me. It's not going to be in the room. 5 minutes. You've set yourself an achievable goal because it's something that means a lot to you. Do you have the time? No. Are you going to make it happen? Yes. And coming to the end of the year, when we look back at a year, very often we judge ourselves and say, it was a terrible year or it was a great year. And that could just be from one big happening. It could be that maybe you had some disappointment at work. Maybe there was something that happened in the family. Or on the flip side, you made a great business deal. Maybe there was a fantastic vacation you took. But you're judging the entire year on that little thing or big thing. But you're summing up an entire year. Does that make sense? No. But now, if you could finish off the end of the year on a positive note, go for that accountability group. Go for that course. Go for whatever that is that's going to help you further your dream. But have a goal, have a focus. Understand why you want to do this. What is it so much that's bringing you in that direction? And then chase it down. Because yes, it doesn't make sense. But you're going to be able to turn back and say, it was an awesome year. And not only was it an awesome year, but I want to capitalize on that gain. And I'm going to continue that and make it an awesome coming year. That is what I find is the power of finishing off the year strong. Jumping into those accountability groups at the end of the year, finishing strong. That's why I don't like waiting for January 1st. January 1st is not some magical time where all of a sudden everything is going to be great. It's procrastinating. You're pushing off what should start happening now. Not to be morbid, but realistically, who said we're going to have that same opportunity then? Who knows what life is going to bring us at that point? Start now. If you know that you're going to be able to start having time with your child, but you're going to be on business trips and you're going to miss out on it for a week or two, start now. It doesn't make a difference what's going to be happening then. Focus on what you can accomplish. Life is always going to throw something in our way. There's always going to be something that as we're growing, as we're climbing that mountain, there's going to be more challenges. There's never a better time to start than now. Forget about what happened in the past. It doesn't make a difference anymore because we're not living there. We're living in the present, and you're preparing for the future. So take control of what you can control and start drilling forward. That's the way that you're going to succeed. That's the way you're going to make it an awesome coming year, by finishing off this year strong. And it's something that I personally have done and see tremendous success with. It's something that you can do. It's not something that's unreachable. It's not untouchable. So I challenge you to find that one thing that's going to help you set yourself up for success for the coming year and finish off this year strong to make it an awesome year. As always, I want to thank you for spending your time with me today. This is Jonathan, the Evolved Dad, signing off.